A little bit of drum work. I swear, like the moment I hit go live, the dogs started going crazy. And now, no, there it is. Oh my God. There was nothing until I hit go live. And then bam. Okay. So this should be louder tonight. Should be, what you're hearing here should be about the same volume as what I'm hearing. Now the only thing is the drivers in these headphones are really loud. So if I get too close to you while I'm playing back, you're going to get like a little bit of doubling. I noticed that was happening in the last one. So I'm going to try kind of, actually I'll just turn it down my headphones a little bit more. I like it. Problem is I like it to be loud in my headphones. Hey Moby, hey Lexi, Nico, Stacy, Pixel, DMT, Nico, Daniel. I'm just using Ableton and I'm using Ableton kits. So I switched the kit to like a snappier snare. Oh, I got some crazy stuff on here that is muted right now. Like this, for instance, which is a beat that did not make it. This is the one that is currently being used. And I don't know. I still don't know. Whoops, got both. Let's hit with the other one. Breakdown. Anyway, so this is where it is now. I have the vocals and the lead muted for a reason. Hey B-Bear, yeah, this is the same, totally same song, just a different beat. Yeah, Amber, I don't know, right? Like, I don't know if I like that. Like, that lead is not. Big difference between that and that. Hey, Grace. Oh, well, you grab it from here. Here we do a bass solo with this. Whoops. These Mac keyboards. Let's see, what if two drum beats? It's like the Grateful Dead. Actually, so yeah, without drums it just sounds totally different. And then I turned down some of the widdly parts that were kind of sticking out. There may be a lot of bass in this, yeah. You could be right. This could be too bassy. Certainly the drums are probably too loud. Let's throw the vocals back in. If I held up my arms just to dance by your side, my God, man! I guess maybe the owner like just came home, maybe from work. Maybe that's what happened here. Because that dog was not making a peep until I hit go live. Oh, God. Sorry. And I have a idea for the lead I want to try out. If I held up my arms just to dance by your side, would you take me for all I've got, rising up with the tide? Hold my hands and raise them for me, spin me out then inside. 'Cause I'm not drunk, just dizzy, darling. I ain't looking for a ride, just trying to keep what I find. My thought for the lead was to take that part, and halftime it so I'm also wondering if I should be a steel string, because so those of you who play guitar know, like, you can't really bend on a nylon string. You don't really get it. So I can't do like any kind of subtle bending in there. I can't do it. But then maybe that'd just make it too bluesy. I don't know, but and losing that part. Jesus, man. That's gonna get me out of the proper headspace to be doing this. Those dogs. I don't dislike dogs, but so Shit, man. Hey, Mr. Bogsky. Oh. That's sweet. I appreciate that. Oh yeah, have a good pizza, Grace. Yeah, it just goes to show you, like, you never know, right? Like that Joker one, I remember getting the costume for that like 6 months before the movie came out. And just figured I was never going to do it. And then I thought, well, let me do a makeup test. Let me just do a makeup test. And I'm sure I've told this story before, but I did the makeup test, and then I was like, well, I'm not doing this again. Like, I'm either going to record this now or it's not happening, because the makeup was a pain to do. So it's one of the reasons why the setup is so simple. It's just a curtain in my basement, and I had a pair. This has to be the loudest they've ever been. Like, how is this not intentional? Y'all are purposely trying to fuck up my stream. Both of you. I remember loving the sound of birds singing in the morning, and now I play brown noise to try and drown them out so I can sleep. I just want to sleep. That's all I want. Sleep and sleep. But yeah, so the Joker video was very unscripted and very sort of rough and ready. And the lighting turned out really well, I thought, but that was really like kind of an accident. Although you could say it was like, it's not really an accident. If you're prepared, then it's not really an accident, right? So, I mean, the lighting was something that I knew I was going to use something like that. So, but I didn't think I was going to use it for the Joker, and certainly not that day. So nothing I was going to do it that day. And even as I was recording it, I was like, I'm not going to use this. It's getting too weird. Why am I talking about feet? But then, as often happens with many videos, right, like, the question comes down to, if I don't release this, I'm never going to redo it. So it's either release this or don't do it at all. So that was what I felt like the question was there. And sometimes I look back on like other videos, and like I did a Logan video and did that with one light. Some really bad aging makeup. Like I was drawing, lines on my face, and I just had the claws. Apart from that, like, there was nothing about that. There's nothing to that video. That video, well, no, the claws were like $20 or something, so that video cost about $20. When I go back and look at it now, it's like just a spotlight, which, I mean, I guess it works for the character or whatever, and now I'm just like, oh, we got 1,000 lights and no inspiration to do anything. Oh, Nico. That's hilarious. Oh, cool. Well, that is chiaroscuro lighting. That is like super strong side lighting with no front light. So it's really just like, kind of like that, except I'd up you know, the value. Ooh, this is kind of digging this like this, actually. Oh my God, like I can't, I don't know, man. It depends what you, if you're saying like bespokely for a thing, we're getting off topic here, but that's fine, whoops. Bespokely for a single video, probably the True Detective video. Probably. Well, no, I definitely the most I ever spent was a video that never came out. I was renting the Eastern State Penitentiary in Philadelphia. And we got it for like 4 hours. It's like $1,200 or something. But they didn't tell us until the day of that they needed to have chaperones there. So, or like interns were like watching us, and we just couldn't get anything decent done because of that. True Detective video, I definitely did a lot of stage work for, I guess, and some stupid stuff that you don't even really see. Like I literally drove hours to go pick up this IBM Selectric typewriter to have it in the background because I didn't want to do a green screen. I figured I would use it in other videos. I've never touched it, and the thing weighs like 50 pounds. It's crazy. But, I mean, I've spent so much money on cameras and lights. Much more so than stage stuff. I guess the Jonathan Harker video, yeah, that's probably the one I spent the most money on. And that was definitely like I wanted to have a set that was like a Vincent Pricey Presents kind of vibe that I could reuse. So like I bought a chair with like one of those, the woodback cathedral chair, and I bought a separator, a wooden Turkish separator that I could throw light through, that I ended up reusing a lot of that. So I think reused that in the Midnight Mass video. And I reused that chair a bunch, but I never really, like I just wanted to do videos from that space, like an 80s horror presenter. And I never really did. Never really did. Yeah, Warp Raven, it was terrible. It was terrible because they were interns, so they were like 18-year-old girls or 17-year-old. I don't know how old they were. They were like high school girls, and we're 40-something-year-old. That was one that I did do with Paul, and it's really like we were like, well, can you guys like go into the next room or something? Like, do you have to be in the room with us? Do you know what ASMR is? It's very, very embarrassing. Well, Nico, this would just be white. It would just be white. I mean, I could almost do that here. That's one light doing that. It's probably the light I've gotten the most use out of. And I've got that, I don't know if you can see, I've got the gobo light on the back here, which, let's see, I'll put my hand up. Can I block it? Yes, I can. There you go. There it is. There's my hand. But it's way up there, so it doesn't actually fall on me until, you can see it's right about here. If I stick my head up really high, I can get to it. No, I'm not going to get up there. Exactly, like Theater of Blood, The House That Dripped Blood, All the Hammer films. Luciano Luis, hi. Hi from DC. The problem with that is like everybody wants like dark ASMR, right? It looked like a police helicopter. The hand going over there. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll get back to. I say let's get back to it, and that's the cue for the dog. The face when your favorite content creator comes into your workplace, but the video never comes out, and he trash talks you. Yeah, no, definitely was not. It's not that kind of a situation. The vampire one was a lot of work, but it wasn't expensive. I had most of those, like the glassware already. A lot of candles. I don't think I bought much for that video specifically. At that time, I had a garage. So I shot a fair amount in the garage, but it was always either too hot or too cold, you know. But the vampire one is one of my favorites as far as like how it came out. It got I couldn't monetize it because I made a joke about eating Tide Pods, which at the time was actually like, there was a problem. People eating Tide Pods. And I made a joke about it. A vampire subsisting on Tide Pods. And the video got demonetized. So that was no fun. Anyway, yeah, I've been fiddling around a lot. There's a new Paul Simon album out. And I love it. It's called 7 Psalms. It's just one long, it's like a 35-minute single piece. And he's just doing his delicate finger picker thing. And then doing this. In the cool, cool river. Why don't you love me for who I am, where I am? I said, 'cause that's not the way the world is, baby. Well, this is how I love you, baby. This is how I love you, baby. So one of my favorite earlier Paul Simon songs. He's definitely like one of the people that got me into folk picking, right? That's Nick Drake. That's not Paul Simon. That's Nick Drake. I'm an idiot. Old friends. But he's such an amazing guitar player and songwriter. Getting his songbook when I was a teenager and like just learning a whole bunch of, you know, let's push this back. He started the investigation. And oh god, American Tune. Many's the time I've been mistaken, and many times confused. Oh, and I've often felt forsaken, certainly misused. Oh, but I'm alright. Oh, God. He had such fantastic. Anyway, the point is his new album is really good. I've been listening to it quite a bit, and you know, he is. I mean, he's in his 80s now, and he is going the way that some people do. Probably, I don't want to say that I will never do this, right? But becoming more spiritual. But the music and the way that he sings and some of his turns of phrase are just great. So yeah, I recommend the new B-Bear. Feeling Groovy? Really? I like Feeling Groovy. How can that be your favorite Simon & Garfunkel song, though? Dangling Conversation, Bridge Over Troubled Water, Sound of Silence, Old Friends. There's so many that are so, even like Cecilia. Kathy's song. I hear the drizzle of the rain. Look, Feeling Groovy is a great pick you up when you're down song. B-Bear, yeah. I give you that. I used to listen when I had a song, it was a Paul Simon song that was reserved for like times when I was really, really down and needed, like really did. Like I only played it during those, like these special times. Like I would not listen to it haphazardly or casually or just like it wouldn't be on a playlist. Like I saved this song to play for these specific times. I think it was on Rhythm of the Saints, a song called She Moves On, and that song just... That song is just, it has such a... The lyrics are literally, the lyrics are, I feel good, it's a fine day, the way the sun glints off the runway. Like it's just a song that I can't like not feel better when I listen to. So I get you. And yeah, we did lose a legend yesterday. And I didn't think... I kind of figured she would live a really, really long time. What, Mr. Boksky? I was walking down the long dirt road thinking about my long-lost friend. She had a smile that made me laugh, which brought memories of my past. She's gone. Song prompt. Was walking down the long dead road, thinking about my lost friend. She had a smile that made me laugh, brought up them memories of the past. And now she's gone. She's gone. She's gone. And I'll never get her back. It's the best I can do, Mr. Boksky. Whenever you're in doubt, just go to the Andalusian. It reminds me of that Dana Carvey SNL skit. Where he plays like a singer-songwriter, and he's at the record studio, and they're like, we need one more song. And he's like, oh no, I wrote it. I have another song. He just goes, there was a lady, she lived downtown, she chopped some broccoli, she was chopping broccoli, chopping broccoli, chopping broccoli, chopping broccoli, chopping broccoli, chopping broccoli. I don't know why. Thought it was funny at the time. That's the kind of stuff we thought was funny in the 90s. Kid. Yeah, there are definitely like a few songs that I can't listen to, like without, like they bring me down, right? Because of the association. Maybe sometimes, like after enough time passes, I will be able to overcome that. But there's some now, even still, that I can't. My partner, who I very much hope is my partner forever, is also happens to be an ex-partner. And when she was an ex, there were definitely a few songs that I couldn't listen to. And now I can listen to them again. And hopefully I can listen to them for the rest of my life. Because but yeah, there was a... Anyway, I'm off track here. Didn't get back to the song that's being worked on now. It's being overworked. Frankly, it's being overworked. Ooh, the bird. Literally, the bird was singing in key. Come rest on my finger. So I'm thinking of taking that part. Why was that record button on? That's dangerous. Oops.
So much to give before the ending will make. Hold my hands and raise them for me. Spin me out then inside. I'm not drunk, just...
Anyway, yeah, the solo thing, something like that. I don't really know if, like, what I was playing might have sounded out of time, because there's probably a little latency in what you're hearing and what I'm hearing, maybe. Moby Dick. That's super kind, man. I'm glad that you heard it the other night, in a bad way that makes it sound better now. I sometimes do worry that I mix for headphones, because I do mix for headphones sometimes. You're not supposed to do that, right? You're supposed to. And I do have my speakers set up the way they're supposed to be set up, but I definitely favor mixing with headphones. Stacy, your impending homelessness. Nico, what is this from? Who is this? Wait, is that? Who is that? Kind of in focus here. Now I'm even starting to kind of like the part that I said I didn't like. Well, Stacey, do you have a place to go? Hopefully you have a place to go. And we're all stealing our names, right? Or most of us are. So let me try this again.
Dizzy darling, I'm looking for a ride. Just trying to keep what I And our life could be love, death running late, and so much.
It's weird because I'm not in the right. Okay, but anyway.
For me, spit me out then inside. I'm not drunk, just dizzy.
Jazawa Toad. I like your profile pic. I hope your day has been going well too. Anyway, yeah, so some kind of slowed down lead there. And I'm not yet sold on the drums. There's a bunch of, they have the samples that you can kind of listen. Well, these are going to be really, most of these are going to, Ableton is not really made for folk music, right? So a lot of the samples are, let's see if we can find a beat. Gotta keep the drums, huh? Okay. And these are just single samples. I'm looking for. Nope. We gotta get this turned up a little bit. Let's crank this a little bit here. Yeah? I like that sub bass. None of these are going to work. Yeah, 140 BPM breakbeat. No. No. They really don't have any. They don't even really have rock beats. Which I find a little bit surprising, at least. Ooh, I like that. Oh, if we could just get that. Hold on a second here. Drum and bass, Moroccan. Yeah, okay, stop. Save that. Drum and bass 150 Moroccan. Let's see if we put it at like... Can we slow it down to... Can we slow it down to half? How's that gonna sound? No. Half doesn't cut it. Let's try... I like how... No, this one's not MIDI. This is just... Unfortunately, this is... just a WAV file. Let's see if we do this. There's got to be a way to do this. There's got to be a way. Let's just slow it down. Maybe 200. Maybe a little bit less. That's pretty good. And then if that works with... Doesn't work. My warp mode is on follower. Well, some of these beats, they have MIDI versions and the WAV files, but that was not one of them. Let's see. Actually, something like that. No, I think that's just a WAV file as well. Oh, some great beats. Just not appropriate at all for what we're trying to do here. Hardly anything under 150 beats per minute. Let's hear it. Yeah, good luck, Stacy. Yeah. Some of these things like are very inspirational. Oh man. Just gonna make you wanna Okay, we gotta try that one. Right? It has to be tried. This song is in 3/4, and almost all of these beats are 4/4. So there is a problem with that, and there's a problem with that even though you can change the time signature on the beats a lot easier if you have the MIDI info. Let's see. Ooh, that's super loud. One, two, three, four. 1, 2, 2, 3. See if we can make this 3/4 real quick. Kidding me? Of course I can. Of course I can make this 3/4. Give me a metronome here. No. Does it even work if I just chop it? All right. Let's really blow it out. Because you never know what this might inspire, right? Let's make sure the drums are muted. So, now as stupid as that sounds, there's something there that I like in the... Let me see something here. For something else, maybe, you know? What is this applying to here? Oh shit, I might have just screwed something else up. This is what I do. Okay, let's go back. So something I don't love here is I don't love the tuning on the snare. Let me bring that down a little bit. Alright, it's just showing it to me. No, I can't see it. There we go. Okay. Bring it down. It's kind of obviously warped though. Sound like the Saint Anger snare. Oh, that's not bad. Let's try that. I don't know. I don't love the snare.
If I held up my arms just to dance by your side, would you take me for all I've got?
If I just say screw it. Eesh. Maybe that needs to be... a different snare? Or a side stick? Even that snare... probably a little better than this. Ugh. Let's change it to that. I don't know what's going on outside right now. It's some craziness. Let's try that. Whoops, now there's a crash on the ones. Which I did not mean to duplicate the crash on the ones. Sorry. Sorry about that. So I like that better. It's less offensive to my ears. It's particularly loud tonight. It's weird as I'm not. I live in Northern Virginia, like right on the other side of the Potomac from BC. What you're hearing is there's a big expressway but it's like half a mile from here. It's not usually this loud. I don't know. There's something I still don't like about it, but it's hard for me to put my finger on what it is. You're not finding your way back in here. Let's see if I duplicate this track. Let's try a totally different set on it. Do we go 8080? I don't know. See. Obviously not. I think this is actually the kit that I originally had on it. This Arizona kit. Oh, this actually might sound good. Maybe. No. No, you're not supposed to be a stick. I need you to be a snare. All right. How do you sound with everything? Actually, I kind of like that. I sort of like that. It's not... Like it's a little distressed sounding, you know, so it doesn't sound super clean, which I like things to not sound too clean.
If I held up my arms,
Maybe. Yes, Michael, I do. For better or worse.
if I held up my arms,
Is that the best endorsement, though? Right? Like, if that's the kind of endorsements we're talking about. Well, it's less offensive. But, you know, then at some point, you also just gotta move on, you know? Not work something forever. Maybe you learn something
just to dance by
after you move on, that then you can come back
you
to
take
the other
me
thing and work on it,
for
maybe.
all I've got, rising up with the tide. Hold my hand.
So here's the new kid. Let's switch with the old kid. Oh wait, no, that's not the... That's not the old kid.
Dizzy, darling, I ain't looking for a ride. Just trying to keep what I find. Our life could be love, but death running late.
You hear the second late in there.
So much to give before the ending we'll make. Hold my hands and them for me, spin me out then.
Oh, that's awesome to hear, Zawato. Thank you.
Not drunk, just dizzy, darling. I ain't looking for a ride.
Thanks, Warp Raven.
Just trying to keep what I find.
And that's it, really, right? Like, that's the whole... Just kind of stops. It's very simple, which, you know, is why it's sort of weird to me. It's just taking so much effort. But a lot of times, right, like when you pile stuff on, as I will often do, it can cover up all sorts of errors. You just cover up your sins by putting more and more stuff on. Whereas when you're scaled back, you can really hear like every little problem. A little less clarity, Moby. Is that drum related? I don't know. I feel like I'm not at a point where I can be objective about it. Again, I seem to get to that point a lot. Yes, it is a giant time sink, and there is very little reward, right, apart from your own satisfaction. But I love playing. That's why, like, I'd gone to trying to play more. I think you're right, Moby, right? I haven't done any mastering to it yet, right? Like I gotta get that. See if you bend on a non-string, doesn't get you anywhere. Working on this other song. I don't know, I was thinking, like, starting on that E9, right? And doing like an arpeggiated thing. You give me your feedback on this, something like this, and like. Like that. A little melody, like I can't remember anything, can't tell if this is true or dream. Deep down inside I feel to scream, this terrible silence stops me. And you know, I could use the blast beats then. blast. Those beats. Or I remember hearing that when I was a kid and being like, wow, that's awesome. And it's just literally just 3 bar chords, 1 minor, 2 major. Of course, this part is still cool. It's a Mastodon song. It has a So then when I concentrate on learning to play stuff, a lot of times what happens is like I will stumble upon a new voicing, like a weird chord, right? That maybe I just hadn't played before. And then I want to put that somewhere. Like this was really good for that. This chord, which I just put up behind the microphone so nobody could see it. There's a few chords in this. That one's simple. Simple. Simple, but a little bit weird. But then it gets weirder. Playing that stuff or learning that stuff definitely helps open doors to, then you're like, oh, well, then maybe I can do something with that. That stuff can be fun. So yeah, anybody have any questions they want to ask? Anything they want to throw at me? Question time. I'm gonna start playing Oh, questions. Okay. Do I ever play around in alternate tunings? Yes, I love DADGAD. Fan of DADGAD. I'm a fan of drop G and drop D. I'm a fan of a weird tuning that I don't even really know what it is, but it takes the G string down almost all the way down to E. But yeah, I love, especially on a steel string, right? Like, DADGAD on a steel string is you do awesome stuff with it. I've written like this. Oh, it's not quite in tune. Like the open strings that alternate tunings give you. Yeah, the answer is yes. I play around with alternate tunings quite a bit. It's useful to have a couple of guitars if you're doing that, because I don't know, at least for me, like I like to sometimes have a guitar that's always just in, well, first of all, most of my guitars are almost always a full step down, because I just like the way that a slightly slacker string feels and plays and sounds. And then, especially for like that weird tuning that I was talking about, that can be a pain in the ass to get. So sometimes I'll just leave a guitar in that for a while. But yeah, thank you for that question. Juan, worst movie I've seen in a movie theater. I walked out of UHF, which should tell you how old I am. It's a Weird Al Yankovic movie. Came out in, let's see here. Came out in 1989, and I walked out of it. I tried watching it again a few years later, or not that many years ago. I still think it's terrible. Some people think it's like a cult classic. I cannot stand it. And I'm a I mean, I don't know that I'm a Weird Al Yankovic fan, but I do like, the Dr. Demento parody song stuff can be funny, but man, UHF was just lowest form of humor. I could not stand it. But I'm not into, when I was younger, I guess when I was like a little kid, maybe I would have liked it. It's like Airplane. It's not even Airplane level humor. Even Airplane had like jokes that when you rewatch it, you maybe get that you didn't get the first time. So yeah, that would be the worst movie I think I ever saw in the theater. Strangely, I didn't like The Whale. Did not like it. Didn't enjoy sitting through that. I did rewatch that and I liked it better when I rewatched it. I rewatch movies a lot. Probably not a great idea. Stig, you want to learn the guitar. If I was a beginner, how would I go about it? Material now. You don't have to pay a dime like on YouTube where you can just get almost everything, for free as long as you have the discipline to do it. I think that's something I was probably lacking. Trying to have more discipline lately. I'm not gonna do Pomodoros though. Pomodoros. But yeah, I think trying to play songs that you like, right? Like one thing. Oh, my mic is doing that thing. Yeah, it's a power issue. Should be. Should be fine now. If it keeps doing it, let me know. I'll keep an eye on it. Professional audio interface in my ass. Let me know if it happens again. Yeah, one thing, Stig, like if you're playing songs you like, you should maybe be aware that sometimes when you learn a song, it loses its magic. Like knowing how the trick was done. That's happened to me a few times where I've gotten bored of a song that I used to love because I learned to play it. But Warp Raven. If I could collaborate with any musicians alive or not, who would I pick? Who would be fun to jam with? I'd be so intimidated that I don't think it would. I would probably just have to, smoke something to get in the frame of mind. And I mean, there are people I would love to. I mean, Elliott Smith is the person that pops to mind immediately, right? But like, I know he was in a band. I know he was in Heat Miser, but is he like a real collaborative kind of guy? Would that be a productive thing? I mean, maybe. I don't know. Nick Drake, like the people that I would be drawn to, like if it's just rocking out, then, it's different. David Bowie, I'd love to, yeah. Probably Elliott Smith. See how awkward that would be. Yeah, Moby Dick, it's not good. UHF is not good. Give it a. It's still muting? Like, it doesn't look like it's muting on my end now. So I'm not sure what that is. Oh, that's true. This is true, RD. Right. I mean, well, Heat Miser was a band, but the difference between Heat Miser music and then when Elliott Smith got his groove, right? You can hear it like on that one song, Plainclothes Man. But yeah. Stranger Things and Breaking Bad. Yeah, I try to give things like a bunch of chances. I probably give things more chances than I should. But yeah, I do try to. All right. Well, this is fun. I hope you all have a good evening, and I'll see you all later.